Okay, you got it.
Find Peter Parker.
What's the thing on his hand?
Find Peter Parker. Find Peter Parker!
Attention on the theater, homies. Attention on the theater. Yard Recall? YouTube Yarda, what's up? It's the new guy in the YouTube Yarda. You know, Bam Bam, a.k.a. Darth Lopez. It's truly who I am, you know, the comic book dude. All right, homies. This is my road to the 4-yard, baby. So this is my experience in Pleasant Valley, the only 3-yard I was on. Real quick, as I said, I started off in Avenal, 5-year term, 85%. Again, just to real quick, the only really issues I had on Avenal was the YA babies. But on this one, there's a little bit of a Bam Bam learning real quick. You know, we'll get to that. So, all right, let's go. So now, I'll start when I'm still in Avenal. This was kind of weird, right? Because even the homie said, "Man, that's weird. I've never heard of it." So, like I said, I got caught up with my points were already 3-yard points. When I was on Avenal, on the 3-yard, I went from the hole to the 1-yard after the incident with the fake threatening staff. I went to the A-yard on Avenal, which was like the reception yard. I got sent to Pleasant Valley. I'm in A-yard, I forgot what block. And I even remember the CO getting on the mic talking about Mike Tyson got knocked the fuck out, or I think he bit his ear. One of the two. I don't remember. That was 97. So, or 96. It was 97. That was 97. So, I don't even make it to a yard. They crack my cell. I go see the counselor. Hey, dude, you got to go back to Avenal. There's like 115s or issues with 115s or something like that. So, I went back to Avenal to the fucking hole. I think I was there like a month, and they released me to the A-yard. That's when I got correction. So that's when I got a job in the Celiport or yard maintenance, whatever they call it, the yard. But I was primarily in the Celiport for some reason. That's when I got caught up with the sandwiches. That's when I was reminded, yo, dude, you ain't even supposed to be here. I was on the next bus out. I don't know, within a month. Okay. So fast forward, I go to 3-yard, I go to Avenal, I go to Pleasant Valley, Kalinga, 3-yard. And I got to say, homie, it was a good time there, bro. It was really good time. It was dope. Like, I had fun. Yeah, I know it was, all I did was play Pinochle, right? And I ended up, it was A, B, C, D yard on, in Pleasant Valley. So I went to the D yard first. My celly was from Black Angels, Ontario. Now remember, I grew up in LA, so dude, homies, I didn't even know there was barrios in IE and San Bernardino and Riverside. My bad, you know. Shout out to the homies because there's some good people from those areas. And hey, he was a rocker, and I was a rocker, so dude, it was dope. And Pleasant Valley had a great rock station in the 90s, 97.7, I think it was, the Wild Hair, something like that. So for the most part, it was good, bro. But he was already in the process of moving one of his homies from his area to his cell, and he told me, "Hey, dog." He was young like me, and he kind of gave me the rundown on, "Hey, I got a homie moving into the cell." So you know, once they make the move, whatever the case may be. So that's what eventually happened. He actually came from another block, so I went to A block. Is that what we call the blocks? I don't fucking remember, homies. Like I said, I never went back. Gracias a Dios. There I got a celly. Like I said, homie, I just don't know. All I know is I got along real good with homies from Florence, San Gabriel Valley, and the Harbor area. It was what it was, bro. So I got a celly minor from Florence, who was locked up in YA with one of the YA babies that was jealous of Bams, man. You know what I'm saying? And he knew him, and we would joke about it. Yeah. We would just joke about it, whatever the case may be. So there, he gave me the rundown on cell living. You know what I mean? Hey, homies, we're Southsiders. We keep our shit clean. So I'll clean one day, you clean one day, whatever. So it was cool, man. It was awesome. We played Pinochle, we played Scrabble. I'm a beast in Pinochle. I said I'm a beast in Scrabble. We played dominoes. We programmed really well. We never bickered. I think one time he got mad at me because I got caught up gambling in Pinochle. He was like, hey, homies, Bams, you didn't clean the cell, fool. What the fuck? Oh, am I bad, homie? You know what I mean? Other than that, we was good. But again, I got caught up because the homie wanted to move in. I forgot where he was from. I think he was from 38th Street and, Florence 38. But I think they were cousins or shit. So, you know how that goes. Then I moved upstairs with the homie from Inglewood. I think the vodka was 40 ounce. And we were cool. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So my time in Pleasant Valley was fucking firme until there's a time when I'm playing Pinochle. And once again, Batman had to catch the fade. Now, remember, this was like 97 in the 3-yard. I remember the rules, bro, like they were yesterday. Homies could get down, or homies sometimes would get down, no repercussions. It wasn't like the 4-yard. So again, being my hood, being the history of my hood, we're playing Pinochle and I'm mopping them up because I'm telling you, I was a beast, bro. I was a monster. You know what I mean? I do have, I got a Boston under my belt in Pinochle with one of my road dogs from Eastside Longo, cartoon. One of my road dogs. I hope he's doing well. Hope God is with him. We pulled a Boston. I think I set a double run, which was really easy, bro. Because he had aces, I had aces. This guy had a double run, and his partner had nothing. So I won't waste your time on Pinochle. But we were beasting, bro, and we were road dogs. Okay, so I'm playing Pinochle with cartoon. The homie from Nella, I think he was from Lincoln Heights, and then another homie, and we're just chopping it up. He's like, hey, Batman, where you from again? And I told him, he goes, where's that shit at? And like, again, bro, like the experience in the 2-yard with the YA babies just made me, I can't take no disrespect, especially under the circumstances where I was from, being at first generation, being in the pen. After that point, I had a chip on my shoulder. And I was like, well, my body got to be shit. And then he laughed about it, but then he just flared up and he kept wolfing through the whole time. And he just got like, he just started woofing and, and was like, well, what do you want to do, homie? And he got up and he's making a scene and I got up and then the homie cartoon was like, yo, no, hold on, fool, kick back. You know what I'm saying? Kick back. It's all good. We're homies, whatever. And he just kept woofing, bro. And he was like, what's up, fool? And I took flight on him. Took off first. Kind of probably took that win. Got him over the benches, and the homie from SGV, I don't remember where he was from, pulled me off, and that was that. That was that. But him being from Nella, Northeast LA, and a lot of East LA homies on the yard, you know how the East LA homies are. Shout out to the East LA homies, all respect. But there was this thing, and when I was locked up, being from the West Side and fucking around the homies from SGV in the Harbor area, South Central, Compton, Watts, we would always call them the Muy Muys. That was just a thing that we would say, because East LA, come on, homies, we know where it all started. East LA has a thing, you know what I mean? Old school homies, political, good Lord, good respect. It's where it all started, homie, and it just is what it is. And it was just what we call them. We call them Muy Level 4s, right? You know what I mean? So I guess, I don't know, man, it spread on the yard, and I guess his homie's like, yo, man, you got to run that shit back. You can't go all like that. You got to disrespect the area. And I'm like, again, this is a 3-yard. So, and there's older homies that had been around, and I would assume that a few of them had to have been in 4 yards, right? And, I don't want to put him on blast, but I remember we were going to chow, and he was like, yo, fool, look, check it out. We're just going to sell and buy. It's just fake it. I mean, we got down, homies. It was what it was. Respect. It's all good. You handle yours. I handle mine. None of that matters. And then a few days go by, nothing. He just comes back from the yard. Hey, fool, we got to get down, homie. I like, but fool, you said, no, homies, we can't get, I got to do it for my area. Those were his words. So we go in the cell, bro, and we handled it. He did land one. He did land one here, but for the most part, I think it was a quick, might not even been a minute, bro. And that was it. And, I don't even know. I mean, I guess we was a draw. Okay, so in reality to me, I was like 2-2. 2 fights or 4 fights. Because the homie in Avanos, that was like twice because he put me in the headlock after I banked him up and they broke us up and he kind of dope fiend me. So, I'll take that draw and I'll take a win and I'll take a win here and I'll take a draw. So 2-0-2. That's it. That's the only time I ever fought. Other than that, bro, it was smooth sailing. I had a good time in Pleasant Valley. I love the 3 yard because, did we have night yard? I don't remember, homies. Why do I want to say we didn't have night yard? Or we did every other block. I don't remember about the night yard. My bad. I don't remember. But other than that, man, it was fucking cool. A lot of gambling, a lot of Texas Hold'em, a lot of Follow the Bitch, a lot of Seven Cardinal Peak, a lot of just chilling with the homies, you know what I mean? A lot of sports, a lot of gambling, a lot of chopping it up, dude. We still had weights because they took him in 97. Your boy had some guns back then, whatever. I had fun in Pleasant Valley, dude. This is probably a short video because the only thing that ever happened was the weirdest thing ever, bro. My hood, took somebody out from another hood who was well respected, and there was one of the homies there on that yard from that particular clique, and he was pressing me, bro. Like, hey, which one of your homies did it? We heard it was this guy. I'm like, nah, bro, it wasn't that guy. Well, who did it? Well, I'm not gonna tell you because it was it was what it was. I mean, the this and that. I'm like, homies, it happened. It just happened. What do you want me to say? It's what we were game banging out there. Nobody said nothing. We didn't go crying when you guys were shooting at our houses. You guys shot at my homie, little man, rest in peace, when he's out there with his daughter, literally watering the grass. Your homies got out the car and let off. Why his little sister was there. Again, being a history of my father and all that, but hey, everybody's got brothers and cousins. You know what I mean? My homies had brothers from a big body in Northeast LA. You know what I mean? So there was, hey, you know what I mean? But come on, we're not doing none of that. So, and he would really, really press me to the point where I was like, look, fool, I mean, I'm not going to tell you. It was what it was. And after a while, he's just like, all right, fool, and that was it. But it was like, you know what I mean? It was whatever's with this fool. We really didn't fuck with each other because we were literally that type of enemies. So that's what it was. So real quick, so one of the YA babies comes to Pleasant Valley, but by this time, Bam Bam was already kind of like seasoned. I've been down, I know, a year, 2 years. I went through that experience, and I saw him when he rolled up. I was like, "What's up, fool? Welcome to the 3 yard." It was his first time on the 3 yard, so now I'm treating him like a fish. What up, fool? West Side, homie. What's up, dog? West up, homie. What's good? Oh, what's up, fool? I'm like, well, yeah. Different ball game here, fool. Well, there's different over here, fool. Ain't none of the YA games, fool. Fool, we were just giving you authority. Nah, bro. When I had that lock in the sock with your tall ass, you know what I'm saying? Fool, you know what? Now that I think about it, you handle yours, fool. Not, whatever, fool. You know what I mean? It's still West Side. And he was there, and that was it. I mean, he was a little politico, which really, it's kind of weak. The politics on that yard was really nothing to what I experienced when I went to the 4 yards. To me, that shit was Disneyland compared to the 4 yards. It was really nothing. So we would play pinochle. We were cool with each other. There was a homie from Southside Watts that went through some shit, was gonna lock it up, and he's over there politicking. I'm like, I don't, fool, you ain't even from the south side of the area. You're not, how the homies did. There's South Side, South Central, Florence, Watts, 38, South, all that, right? I go, fool, you it ain't even your business, because by this time, like I said, Bam Bam is on point, on game. For it ain't even your business. He's, it's not even from the area. And why are you politicking? You're gonna get caught up. Shut up, fool. You don't know shit, fool. You a fish. All right, cool. Whatever. Hey, I don't care. So other than that, man, it was cool. So now let's get to the riot. So there was a riot with the blacks, and I knew it was gonna happen because the homie from 18th Street, it was his issue of some stuff that was said in their block on a day room from one of his enemies that was Cripos in the area that he was from and I was from, same part of the West Side, right? And I guess there was some disrespect because they knew each other, right? Because that clique of 18th Street, those Crips were like down there in the same area. And he's like, he had spread, hey, I'm gonna take off on this fool. And everybody knew. And so I was walking track, and we knew it was gonna go down. I was like, well, I worked in the kitchen, so it was time for me to go. I think it was second shift kitchen, obviously for dinner or whatever that was. So me and a homie from IE are walking. We both worked in the kitchen, so we're walking the yard about to go. But I told him, hey, fool, was gonna go down. Like, just be on your toes. And so it kicks. It kicks off, and we get down. Then we see a homie going at it with a black person, black homie. I'm not really racist like that, so I'll just say black homie. And they're going at it. It's pretty much head up. It got to like windmill type shit. And so he's like, let's go, fool, let's go. And so we go to try to get there. We don't even get there, bro. We hear the pellet gun shots or whatever they're called. Bah, bah. They hits the baseball field or the grass field in the yard. But we get up and we go because the black homie got up and was about to kick whatever. And when he kicked him, the homie blocked it, so he didn't really catch it. And then we're gonna get there, and here comes the COs. Get down, and we got down. Again, your homie, Batman didn't even get to do nothing. And guess what? They roll us both up. Up. Yeah. The CO comes, these two, I go, whoa, man. And even homie, he was from IE on Thought. He's like, nah, hey, yo, CO, we didn't participate because I don't know if I'm like, I don't know if that's bad of me, but we did not even throw any bows. We were like even 3, 4, 5 feet from where the homie and the black dude was at. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And so, long story short, man, we ended up having to go to the hole. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And so we're in the hole, dude, and we're laughing. I'm telling the homies and shit, and so we go to canteen. Excuse me, we go to the hole, and in the hole, I'm telling you, I get lucky with homies from Florence. In there's a homie from Florence. What's up, fool? What's up? Chilling. Where you from? Woo. Okay. Man, we're cool. We're chilling. And then, so he goes, so what happened, fool? I told him, homie, I didn't even get to swing. What do you mean? That's fucked up. You got caught up for nothing. Yeah, fool. I didn't even get to swing, dude. And I explained what happened. And me and the homie from IE across the tier, fool, we did not even get to participate. And he laughs, oh, well, you're fucked now. Yeah, I know. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. So, no. My celly from 40 ounces was when I got out of the hole and went to C yard. Okay, my bad. The homie from 40 ounce, my bad. All right, it's been a long time, been over 30 years. So this is funny. So we go to yard with the homies, and then we go back to the yard. Hey, fool. He's like, Batman, what's up, fool? And I was like, what's up, fool? He's like, hey, that fool said that you and him got to lump up a black dude. I was like, nah. He goes, that's what I thought, fool, because you told me that, yeah, nah, homie. The dude was right next to me. We got down together. Next time we go to yard, I guess, I'm playing handball and whatever's going on over there, I guess it's brought up to him. Next thing I know, bro, we're fishing on a Saturday night. This dude, how across the tier, Pleasant Valley in the hole, they had the holes in the door, and homies would fish with like the arrows. So he gets it halfway across the tier, gets it to the other homie, and the other homie gets it down to the top tier on this side, and then it comes to us, and it's hey, he's telling me about this. I didn't even read it, man. I told the homie, man, look at this fool with the man. I flushed. He goes, oh, you're fucked up, fool. Well, because it's the truth, fool. Why would I lie to you? Why would I come in here like I told him? Why would I come in here and say I got to fucking get busy when I didn't? I'm in here in a hole. I just got I don't know how many points for a riot. I didn't even participate in, fool. Oh, and the homies did kick it off again, and this time the black homies, I'm just call it like that, rush the homies. But they got busy. Everybody was ready this time. And so we go to the yard. They go, hey, fool, did you read the wheel? Like, no, I didn't read the wheel. Like, fool, because you were with me. Fool, are you mad because you're lying? That you said that we got to lump up or whatever when we did not? You know, and he really didn't have much to say. I go, how about let it go, fool? None of the homies give a fuck here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know my words were precise, but like, how would we just let it go, dog? You know what I mean? It don't really matter. We got caught up for. And he was like, oh yeah, you know, that's kind of right. That's kind of true. I was like, all right, fool, just, you know what I mean? Whatever. Boom, boom. Let's play handball. All right, handball. That was that. That was that. There was really no controversy after that. After that, I went to the C yard. I fucking loved it there, bro. No controversy on the C yard. I was really road dogging it. God damn it. That's where I met my homie Cartoon. Fuck, I'm getting my shit all mixed up. So when I got down with the homie from Leaking Heights, Cartoon was not my partner. It was somebody else. I met Cartoon on the C yard and we were road dogging it instantly. Him and the homie, was it Bumper from Harbor City? We always play Pinochle as a group and always play spades. Spence, it's been like 30 years. I had a real good time on the fucking on Pleasant Valley, bro. But I had already accumulated level 4 points. And I remember two of the homies were leaving. One was paroling, one was going to Chino. And I told my homie, the homie from 40 ounce Inglewood, hey, fool, I'm over here to get the lower bunk. And, oh, come on, Bam, fool. We both got TVs. We're spreading, we're feeding, man. I go, I know, big dog. But, you know, I got like 3-4 more years. 3.5 years. I want a lower bunk, fool. He goes, that's true, fool. I feel you. And, it, you know, much love. You know, it was all good. And they end up cracking my door, bro. And Lopez, 3-7, you know, you're transpacking, huh? I go, that must be you, fool. Or I was up, that must be you. He comes like, nah, fool, you're going to fucking to Tehachapi. I had already known I was going to Tehachapi. It's coming back in fragments. And I remember when I told Cartoon, he's like, damn, fool, that's a no good yard. And he put me up on game. A yard was good, B yard was bad. He goes, oh, fuck, fool, you're going to 4 yard. If it's straight politicas there. It ain't a 2 yard, fool, it ain't a 3 yard. Ain't no fighting homies there. And so I did spend time playing Pinochle with him. And he made a few calls and he says, yeah, fool, Tehachapi B is no good. So if you go to the A yard, you're good. If you go to the B yard, fool, you gotta get off. You gotta get off in 90 days. You can't stay there, fool. Don't fuck your time up. You don't fuck your time up. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, fool, hell no, fool, fuck that. And he was all right. I was gonna give up the lower bunk to move over there because that's how road dogs we were, bro. You know what I mean? That's how. You know what I'm saying? You know when you do time, there's a homie that you just fucking doesn't matter where he's from. You just are fucking camaradas. Like if you were from the same hood. It just happens, right? So I had a good time in Pleasant Valley, man. It was cool as fuck, dude. I used to trade my pizza for the hamburgers, so I'd have double up on hamburgers. Again, I went through no controversy. It was really, really good time to be in Pleasant Valley. And I mean, that's about it, bro. I wanted to kind of keep it short, already at 23 minutes. I might have been all over the place as shit came back in fragments. No controversy there. It was all good. I did get into a fight. I explained. So that's it for this one, man. I do have something coming. I think it's gonna be funny for the YouTube Yarda. And you know, I'll probably do that tomorrow, the next few days. But other than that, I'll cut it here. And once I got to the 4 yard, now that's when it was you know, very, very interesting, as a lot of us know that have done time. So gracias, you know, glad to be part of the YouTube Yarda. Respect to the good Yarda homies and respect to the bad Yarda. Such is life. Bam Bam, aka Darth Lopez, West Side, South Sider. I'm out.